In the last two videos, I broke down why your washing machine and your refrigerator were engineered to die on a schedule, sealed drums that turn a $50 bearing into a $900 replacement, compressors that fail with no warning, ice makers responsible for 60% of every fridge service call, companies that paid out class action settlements and then got dragged into court again over the identical defect. And after all of that, the same question kept landing in my inbox. Fine, so what do I actually buy? Today I am giving you the answer. I pulled real service data from more than 33,000 repair calls. I went through Consumer Reports reliability surveys covering over 239,000 appliances. And I sat down with 7 independent repair companies who fix this stuff for a living. When all of it was filtered down, only 5 brands survived. Just 5. These are the ones repair technicians install in their own kitchens, the buy it once list. And the brand sitting at number 1 is going to catch some of you off guard. Before I hand you the list, you have to understand why it is so brutally short. The appliance world has collapsed into a few enormous corporations. Whirlpool controls Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Electrolux owns Frigidaire. Samsung and LG own the middle of the market, and almost every one of them is sprinting toward the bottom. More gimmicks, thinner materials, shorter lifespans. Here's the statistic that explains the entire mess. According to Yale Appliance's 2026 reliability report, built on 33,190 actual service calls, the average appliance failure rate has jumped from 12% back in 2010 to almost 17% today. Translation: roughly 1 out of every 6 new appliances will need a repair inside the first year, and the trend line is pointing the wrong direction. The main culprits are smart features that pile on points of failure, sealed assemblies you physically cannot open, and parts that vanish from the supply chain 3 to 5 years after a model hits the floor. 95% of the stores selling you these machines do not even run their own repair service anymore. They take your money and pray you never come back. So the brands that made my list are not just dependable. They are the ones still stocking parts, still standing behind their warranties without a fight, and still building machines a local repair tech can actually open up and fix. That is the test that matters. Here are the only 5 brands repairmen genuinely trust, counting down from 5 to 1. Number 5. GE Appliances. GE's strongest card is not the machine itself, it is the army behind it. They run one of the largest repair networks in the entire country, which means when something goes wrong, you are not sitting on a 4-week wait list for a technician to show up. 3 of the 7 independent shops I spoke with put GE on their reliable list. Yale's data pegs their first-year service rate somewhere between 8 and 9.2%. That is steady performance across ranges, dishwashers, and laundry. Their ovens and cooktops are where they really shine, and GE is still cranking these out in Louisville, Kentucky. The weak spot is the French door refrigerator, though honestly that is a weak spot for every brand. So if you go GE, load up on the ranges, the dishwashers, the laundry, leave the showy fridge on the floor. Number 4, Whirlpool. This company has been building appliances since 1911, and they are still the top-selling laundry brand in America. 4 out of 7 repair shops named Whirlpool the most reliable brand overall. The logic is dead simple. Whirlpool leans on proven, mechanical engineering instead of chasing touchscreens and app integration. Their basic top freezer refrigerators hold failure rates of roughly 12 to 16% over a full decade, way under the 25% industry average. Techs will tell you they still see Whirlpool units from the 90s humming along. Parts are everywhere and they are cheap. You can grab a solid Whirlpool washer, dryer, or fridge anywhere from $600 to $1,200. This is the brand for the person who wants something dependable without paying a luxury markup. It will not turn heads, it will just keep running. Number 3, Bosch. This is a German engineering house that has been around for 135 years, and the products carry that DNA. Yale's 2026 figures hand Bosch a 12.5% service rate on refrigerators and a remarkable 7.7% on dishwashers, both near the bottom of the industry. 2 of the 7 shops ranked Bosch among the best. Their dishwashers have a near-legendary reputation, quieter and longer lasting than basically anything competing with them. Their refrigerators stick to conventional compressor designs that chase durability instead of efficiency gimmicks. Bosch generally runs from $1,200 to $2,500, which is right in line with a mid-tier Samsung or LG, except you get a tiny fraction of the breakdowns. That is the entire pitch. You are not spending more for Bosch. You are spending the same and walking away with something that lasts. Number 2, Miele. This is the premium name on the board, and it earned the spot. Family-owned, German-built, and they run every appliance through 10,000 hours of testing, which works out to roughly 20 years of normal household use before it ever leaves the factory. They promise to keep spare parts in stock for at least 15 years after a model debuts. Yale's 2026 numbers put Miele's dishwasher service rate at 5.6%, the lowest of any brand they monitor in that category. The washing machines hold to the same punishing standard. The catch, of course, is the sticker. You are looking at $1,500 to $3,000 depending on the unit, but Miele owners tend to hang on to these for 15, 20 years. Divide the price across that lifespan, and Miele suddenly reads like a bargain. And number one, the brand that every repair professional I researched trusts above all the rest, is Speed Queen. These are the machines you have been using at the laundromat your entire life. Their home models ride on the exact same commercial platform. Every unit gets cycled more than 10,400 times before shipping, which is about 25 years of regular home washing. Their TR7 top loader ships with a full 7-year warranty, flat out the best in the business. They are assembled in Ripon, Wisconsin, with real stainless steel tubs and stripped-down mechanical guts that any independent tech can work on. Yale's Data Parks Speed Queen at or near the lowest service rate of any brand on their shelves. They open around $1,000 and top out near $1,500. Yes, that is more than a Samsung or an LG up front. But Speed Queen owners do not buy a second washing machine. They buy one, and they are done. So here's the rule that stitches this entire list together. Fewer features, longer warranty, real parts. Every brand here shares those three traits. They favor mechanical simplicity over flashy electronics. They write warranties that genuinely mean something, not a 12-month placeholder that conveniently expires the week before the first failure. And they keep parts flowing for 10 years or more, so when something does break, it gets repaired instead of hauled to the curb. If a manufacturer refuses to tell you its service rate, walk away. If the warranty is only a single year, walk away. If the parts dry up before the machine turns 5, walk away. These 5 brands clear all 3 hurdles. Almost everything sitting in your kitchen right now does not. Fewer features, longer warranty, real parts. That is the buy it once list. Save this video. Forward it to anyone about to drop money on a new appliance. And subscribe, because next time I am tearing into why your brand new home is built to fall apart. Builder-grade materials are far worse than you think, and I have the numbers to prove it.